Alright, you guys, this is my mom's reaction to the new baby. Here you go.
Let's see. Who do we have here? Oh dear, it's a little boy. Let's see here. He got hair. Oh dear, he's got hair. Look. And he's got a binky. And his eyes are open. Let's see. Oh, he's got a onesie on.
He had that and another thing on, but you couldn't see the limb, so I took it off. So you can see his limb.
About the neck. It's a little too open, is showing his underpinning.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. He's putting his little hands up. That's one. That's two. Look at his little feet. And look at the little veins in his feet. And his little toenails. See there? His little footsies. It's like a baby's foot. Yeah, she did a very good job on him. Yeah, I hope he's got a diaper on.
Yeah, he has a diaper on.
He has a diaper on.
But look at his face and in his hair. You can see the veins in his face.
In his head. He's got some big ears, so I don't know. We might have to have him pinned back at a later date. There's little hair standing up on his head. He says, "Oh, I'm a newborn baby." He's cute. This one is mine. Thank you.
Mommy's tough guy shirt. Is it on the ground?
It's in the washer. The hamper.
Yeah, he's got a binky. So
you can take it all. Let's see this lip.
See there? He got big pink lips. This is a light yellow black baby.
Yeah, his black baby.
He's got gray eyes. It's like his relatives on Granny's side of the family. Not on your father's. Sorry. He's got little fingernails.
The best thing about him is his arms go all the way up. I think he's painted really good, whoever did him. I was shocked nobody wanted him. And he was under 100. So I don't know why nobody wanted him. He looks real cute to me.
I have to show you how to wrap the baby. A newborn baby has to be wrapped a certain way.
Well, here, you can put on his clothes. Hold on.
Lay the baby down.
She's going to put his clothes on for the night.
Now, we have to take his onesies off. Okay.
I mean, he's sleeping both of them. That's so you don't see the cloth.
Okay, well, what you do is you take the baby's leg and you put it in. You rinse your fingers through the leg hole and you pull the pants leg up on the baby. Then you can already put your fingers in there for the next leg. It just helps guide it on so that you don't have no problems. Okay, like that. So now you know his pants legs are on. You take the baby and sit him up. Okay, hold his head, support his little body. You can pull the bibber thing up. His nighty-night, lay him back down. Now, also do the very same thing with his hand, his sleeve. You guide it through. Take your hand and pull the sleeve all the way up. Okay? Line it up there. And then you got his other little arm there. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Most people have a problem when it comes to putting that other arm in. Okay? You can stretch the clothes. It don't matter. The clothes will snap back. You just can't stretch the baby's arm. Okay? Baby's arm don't stretch. Okay? Lay his arm down. They might get a little upset because you're putting them in something they don't want to wear. In utero, there is no clothes. They're naked. He said, he got me in all this hot stuff. You must not be going to give me a blanket.
No, he's giving
All
blanket.
the way up to the top. And snap it just like that. Okay? Now, because he's a newborn, newborns like to be wrapped a certain way. You sit him up, and you straighten out his blanket. Okay? Lay it like a triangle. Fold this part down, and you lay him back. His head is right about there. And where his feet is, you take this, his little feet together, pull this up. And you take this, his little hands, and you pull it over a little bit. You pull it all the way over to the side. In his other hand, you take this, and you pull it all the way around, the way across. You tuck it under, and then you have your baby, because they like to be wrapped tight when they're mimics utero. They like it because it's comfortable to them. It feels like utero. You can adjust the top if you want to. But remember, if you're laying them on their back at night to sleep, so that they don't choke on their throw up. Now his binky is turned around. There we go. So here he is, all in blue.
That's tips from Grandma.
Grandma got all kind of tips. Always remember, if you got to leave your baby with some stranger, with the babysitter, always leave the babysitter one of your shirts that you've worn that has your smell on it. Your baby knows how you smell. And they'll be less fussy if the babysitter puts the shirt up on their shoulder and then lets the baby rest near it, because they're going to sniff and smell mommy and not no stranger. Tell the person not to have on a whole bunch of perfume too. Babies don't like perfume. And that's about all I have to say about that.
Well, here you have the tips, and the baby's changing. Oh, we'll be back with the bottle feeding. Hold on.
Right, so it's feeding time for your baby. Newborns drink between 2 and 4 ounces of formula at their feeding. So, your husband, because you got to give your husband something to do, or your boyfriend if you guys ain't married, you want to have Dad pre-warm the bottle. Not make it hot, warm it. Breast milk is room temperature, not scalding hot. So you take the baby's binky, okay, you sit that down. By this time he's going to get a little fussy, start huffing and puffing because you done took his bottle. Okay, now you want to test it on your wrist. A little milk on your wrist, feels fine. Always swirl it around a little, just in case there's some hot spots. Some of you guys don't remember, in the olden days we used to warm the bottles in hot water on the stove. We didn't have microwaves, so you had to sit it in the water and heat it up. But now you got microwaves, so if you use the microwave, swirl it around a little, spin it in the bottle, and make sure that it's even all the way around. You can retest it on your wrist, okay? Then you give the baby the bottle, and you want to sit the baby slightly up on an angle, okay? And you give the baby the bottle. And you might notice some bubbles coming out the side, or he starts spitting up. If it starts running out the side of his mouth, just gently put your finger there to break the seal, because they pretty good suckers. Okay? And gently wipe the baby's mouth from the formula that's rolling down the chin. Okay? Some people put a bib on the baby, or they put a diaper between their shoulder and the baby. On this particular occasion, we skipped that, but you'll know what to do. You want to have a bib or the diaper to wipe the baby's mouth. You give the baby the bottle again. They latch on real hard. Now, if you're breastfeeding, you're going to find breastfeeding is a trip. Baby will latch on, and it's the most terrible pain you've ever felt. But after a while, your nipples get really tough because the baby's going to suck them, and they're going to be very sore. Yeah, boy. Glad that part is over. All of mine were breastfed, except for the first one. Michelle was bottle fed and breastfed. Okay, when the baby lets go of the bottle, because it's milk running down his face, again, you want to wipe the mouth, wipe the chin. They'll get a rash around their mouth and on their chin from the formula. And then you have to burp the baby. So you take the baby up. Remember, you've got a diaper on your shoulder. Make sure the baby's head is turned kind of sideways. And you can either pat him on the back gently or rub. Some people rub, some people pat. And you'll know when he's burped. It'll be a very loud, distinct noise. And sometimes while they burp, they poop at the same time. So, there you go. See there? And then you just bring the baby on down into your arms. See there? He looks real happy. He's happy he's had some food. If you think he's done eating, like I said, 2 to 4 ounces is what most newborn babies will have. They might get sleepy. They might fall asleep on your shoulder, but he looks like he's looking at everything. So we'll give him Mr. Binky back to encourage him to go to sleep. And you can rock him, get in the rocking chair and rock him. Or some people start trying to train the baby early, but you will find that your grandparents tend to want to not let the baby go to sleep. They want to play with the baby when you want the baby to go to sleep, because we want to pay you back for all that terribleness you did to us. So we get your baby and we just play with it and keep it awake so that around 3 o'clock in the morning, when you're just about getting into your good sleep, the baby wakes up for the next feeding. Ah, yeah.
That's kind of cold.
Tell you, that's the way Granny and them did it. Grandma, too. Yeah, it was payback time. And you'll want to check the baby's diaper before you put it down to sleep, because, like I said, sometimes they go, you'll hear a type of noise, and they've had a bowel movement. Or you'll see the baby making a strange expression on his face, and you'll hear the and they've had a bowel movement in their diaper. Yeah. So you want to check your baby before you put him completely down for sleep in bed. If you burped him and he's pretty happy, now would be the time to start heading back there to check the diaper, which means undoing him. So you would, on your baby changing table, you would take baby, sit him up, lay him back down. You see, he's pretty happy because he's wrapped tight. You open it up. And he's a pretty good guy here. Remember, you got snaps on the legs. You want to undo the snaps on the legs. Not all up here, just between the legs, because you can shimmy it up his waist. You just undo his snaps. Check the diaper just by looking in the side of the diaper. Or we used to make the mistake of sticking our finger in there. That's not what you want to do, because if there's poop in there, it's going to be on your finger when you pull it out. So just look in the side of his diaper. If it's dry, leave him be, and you wrap him back up. You put his little feet together there. Pull that over there. Pull this over here. Tuck it under. Pull this arm back around. Don't want to mess with his binky. Put the baby's head up. And he's ready for bed now. So take him on. You can rock him and walk your way on to the crib and put him down for bed. It's 9:15. If you put him down now, he'll be awake at 12 o'clock because they eat like every 2 to 3 hours. Formula holds them a little longer than breast milk. Breast milk, it'll be every 2 hours. Formula, it'll be every 3 to 4 hours. So if you put him to bed now and get you a quick shower and watch your favorite show, get in the bed, you'll have an hour and a half of sleep before you have to get up with the baby. And that's your video on how to put the baby down to bed. Doo-doo. Isn't that right, Joey?
Joey.
Yes. Isn't that right, Joey? That's right.
Oh, that's his name, Joey.
His name is Joey.
Okay.
Yes, he's a good little boy. His little rosy cheeks and ears, boy. I don't know. I think we're going to have to start saving money for that pin in the ear back surgery. Them ears are pretty big. Okay, though. We love you anyway, honey. Remember, don't let a whole bunch of people be kissing all on your baby. Newborns are sensitive. They have no immune system at all. So don't let
Well, you're the only other person that's been touching him, so if something happens, I know it's your fault.
Now, after all of that, Grandma needs a sip of water. Well, it looks like water.
It's water. All right, so bye, Reborn Family and community. This has been Grandma's Corner.
Grandma's Corner, that's right. Yes. Right, Joey?